Hey guys, it's Aiden from Team Longshot, and I've got Drake, who just day 2'd YCS Pittsburgh. And we got his Maliss deck profile. How'd you feel about the deck?
The deck was pretty sweet, honestly. I felt like it was a really good deck to pick, like a good meta call, because a lot of people have been dropping Lancey out of the main. So, if people aren't playing the Silver Bullet, go in,
Okay, yeah. And it did well for you, obviously?
Yeah, I got day 2. I built my deck to kind of beat the meta. I felt like my tech options were really good into it. And I was just lucky enough to not face rogue decks and tier 2 decks. I played mostly meta all day. First 4 rounds were all Mitzi Yummy. I played Sulfur Cord Yummy, Canine, Sulfur Cord, Draco Tail. I went day 1, I went X2. So I went 7-2 day 1. And day 2, I didn't go as planned, unfortunately, but it happens. It's my first YCS, so...
It was your first YCS. You played very well. I'm very proud of you.
Thank you.
You did great, and we got your prize card here, the Gate Guardian.
Shout out Gate Guardian for holding the prize card.
Absolutely, absolutely. Beautiful card. You want to go ahead and hop right in with us, and we'll go ahead and...
If you don't care, I like to do shout-outs first. Shout out the boys. Shout out Team Longshot for helping me grind the deck for the past 3 weeks. Shout out my brother for always being a fucking amazing test partner.
He's something, yeah.
He's a homie. I know he's facing the deck all the time, but he helps me grind through it. Shout out my boy Isaiah, always being the dude I can message at like 3-4 o'clock in the morning for help and advice on it. Shout out Logan for help, same thing, helped me with the deck. Shout out Sam, the boy right here, helped me grind the deck a little bit for the past couple weeks. Shout out Aiden behind the camera, helped me grind the deck for the past couple weeks. Without them, there's definitely no way I could have made day 2. There's big help, a lot of help for them. Shout out, of course, my wife, Sierra. Unfortunately, she didn't get to go, but she was definitely very instrumental, and she always supports me playing the game.
Absolutely, that's great. And then, I gotta mention it. Shout out Colby, Smart TCG. Got the deck box. Beautiful.
Beautiful deck box. Shout out him.
Absolutely. And like you said, shout out Team Longshot.
Of course. Shout out Team Longshot. Shout out all the members of Team Longshot. Definitely without the support that I've had, there's no way I could have made day 2. This is a very big accomplishment for me, and I appreciate everybody who's helped me and supported me along this way. Hopefully, first YCS, we got day 2, maybe second YCS we go to, we'll try and do a little bit better.
Alrighty, I believe in you. You've got it. And let's go ahead and hop into the deck profile. Let's see some Maliss cards.
Alright, well, it's a very standard list. Starting off, it's 1 Dormouse because that's all we can play. 2 White Rabbit, she's a homie. 3 March Hare, probably the best extender in the deck. It's really good. It plays around Arthalion. If they bounce your normal summon, then you can just March Hare, summon it back, and you're fine. Probably one of the best cards in the deck is Chessie Cat. She's so good. I've seen a lot of people cut it down to like 2.
Pot of Greed, baby.
Pot of Greed's insane, bro. I heard it's a pretty good card. And at this point, they've hit the best names, so you kind of have to max out on all the names just so that way you can kind of see a name going into like your round 1s and go into your game 1s. Games 2 and 3, I think that you keep all the names. You don't ever side them out. You just need consistency in it as much as possible.
Okay.
Next, we got the secondary engine, which is just backup. You play 3 backup, wizard, standard. I don't think you ever side any of these out. If your opponent's playing Lancia, which at the YCS, I only got Lancia twice, I think. 2 of them were in the same match. It was just unfortunate. I still played around it a little bit. I was able to draw the backup, which helps you play around Lancia. You can still end on like a medium board. It's not the best, but I mean, Lancia's a Silver Bullet, so what are you gonna do about it, right?
Exactly, yeah. Having any plays through it's good enough.
Next is just non-engine. We'll play 3 Ash. It's good against Fua. It's good against the Draco Tail matchup, which is probably the hardest matchup. Ashen Ketu, Ashen Rahu is really good. It's not really the best into like the Missy Yummy deck, but I play those cards into the side deck to kind of help counteract that. Next, Fua, gotta play it. It's insane. It helps with consistency because you can kind of going second. You can draw into your engine, non-engine cards. Pretty good. Next, I play Nib, 2 Nib. I don't believe you ever need to play 3 Nib. I think if you play 3 Nib, it's kind of not the best because ever drawing 3 Nib is just dumb. It's a brick. It's a one of. It's once per turn. You can't activate the second one.
Yeah, you want to open it or not see it at all.
Yeah. You want to open. If you open you want to open up one. If you open up more than one, that second one's just a brick. You never want to see it. Next, a extender / and hand trap. We play Magnemite. Card's insane. It hits the Missy Yummy decks, which is what I mostly played against at the YCS. Thankfully, it's really good. It can also extend your plays. Like if you normal summon Chessie Cat, or if they stop your normal summon at all, you can link it off into Lingaribo or any other link one, and then you can go Magma or whatever Bestial you have, and then it gets you into your 3rd link body to make like a ransom. Next, you play Druid Worm. Card's insane. Same thing as Magma. It hits all of the Mitsy Yummy decks. The effect of Sin comes up a lot, and it also it kind of puts pressure on your opponent. Because now if they don't like do something to like banish it or out it, then it's just going to send one of their cards to the grave, right? So
exactly.
It puts pressure. It's a hand trap. It's an extender, and it puts extra pressure on your opponent, which is also just really good. Next, we play the God card. Shifter. Shifter's insane. I don't care who you are. It's a one of. It's my favorite card in the entire game.
Of course it is.
Free my boy. He did nothing wrong.
How many times do you see it?
Probably 3 times throughout the YCS.
Okay.
Good. I won I think it was round 8 against Dracotel, round 9 against Dracotel because of Shifter. He had his entire hand. It was full gas, all gas, no brakes. I shifted him. He passed. I OTK'd him. There's nothing he could have done. You can't find Mina. All your Dracotel craps gets banished. So it just, as a God card, it's busted. It sucks into the Yummy deck. Or not the Yummy, but the Mitsu deck. It sucks into that because they can just trigger their stuff even if it gets banished, which is okay. I mean, they still get their stuff banished, so their follow-up is gone.
Yeah.
But, I mean, they can play around it-ish.
So Shifter's the GOAT.
Shifter's the GOAT.
All right, heard.
We love the card. It's the GOAT.
You love the card, yeah.
I love the card. I can't complain. Next, I play Impulse. This card is a God card.
That's the GOAT.
It's the GOAT. It hits every deck. It's insane. The lock doesn't matter. We've played very minimal lights, earths, and water? Light, earth, and wind monsters. It conflicts with shut up, Sam. It conflicts with Droll, which I do side. Shout out. It conflicts with the what's that card? Fua. But I mean, like, you just fool your opponent, then you impulse them, and then you just like play. Like,
yeah.
You either play the game or you give me 5-6 draws, and I'm beating you anyway.
Yeah, it never mattered.
It never mattered. Cards a go. We love it. Next for non-engine, I played. This card was insane. I don't care who you are. This card is insane. I play Super Poly in the main.
That's the
we
boy.
love it. It dumpsters the Mitsu Yummy board. You just fuse off their IPs and Mirakumos, Futsu Mirakumo. You can fuse off their Heralds and their any of their Yummy crap. You just get off the board. Yes, this card does suck, but I mean, like, the card's insane. It provides you monsters on board, which is what you need. The link climb, because this is what the deck does. It's a link climb based deck. It provides you protection, because if you make Mud Dragon, shout out Mud Dragon. It provides targeting, so you can't target my shit. So, GG's Yummy. It's insane. It's the God card. This card was insane for me this weekend, or that day. Anytime I saw it, I probably won the game. One of my opponents maybe drew 17 cards. I drew all 3 of them, and I super powered them twice in the same game.
That's fucking crazy, yeah.
It was insane. The card's insane. Next is just mostly engine. You play the 2 field spell because you have to. You play Terraform and Search It just for consistency. Card's good. It's not terrible. It's pretty good.
Okay.
It's standard. Played Mouse in the Mirror. It was okay. The targeting negate effect I barely used. I think I only used it like maybe once or twice. But the effect to banish it and banish your card on my graveyard, add that type of card, that came up a lot. It helps with follow up. It's really good. If you go through all your names before you activate the field spell, you can actually activate the field spell, banish this from your deck, and then target a name, and then add like March Hare. That way you have follow up for your opponent's turn.
Okay.
It's really good. It's meh. It was meh, but it was good enough.
You wouldn't cut it.
I wouldn't cut it.
Exactly, yeah.
I wouldn't have cut it for the event. I think post the event, I'm gonna try without playing it because it's, like I said, it's meh. It's decent enough, but I feel like if your engine's good enough, you shouldn't have to use it. You know.
Okay, that's fair.
All right, on to next. We'll play the two traps. I played MTPS7, TB11.
So you're not behind?
I'm not behind.
Heard.
I'm not behind. I'm not playing GWC. I thought that, the life points, like, the only reason why you played GWC before was to play against the Vanquish Soul deck that would just burn you constantly with Border. I think that's the only real reason to play GWC. But now, I don't think it's necessary because K9 Vanquish Soul is just not really... It's a good deck, but I don't think it's as consistent as most of the top decks. And I didn't build my deck to beat the road decks,
Absolutely, yeah.
MTP, non-target banish, adds your follow-up, TB11. It can play around, it's an extender. It can play around Nib in a way. They're both really good. I think I'm going to keep both of them going into, like, probably Richmond, whenever I go to Richmond. They're both really good. Next, we play Gold Sark. It's a starter. That's all it is. It's any card you want. It's any card you want, basically.
Free bread, yeah.
And then we play 3 Pot of Greeds, or Darkness is just Pot of Greed for this deck.
Boy.
It's insane. You draw so much with the deck already between Chessy Cat, White Binder draws, and then you just add 3 Pot of Greeds to your deck. It's mostly for consistency. There's no really need to explain it. It's so good.
How consistent was the deck for you that weekend?
Super consistent. I think I only bricked really one time. It was just unfortunate. I think I drew like Nib Impulse through it. Nothing playable going first.
But they weren't playing.
Exactly. But the deck was super consistent. I had a great time at the YCS. There's not much I think I would have changed, except for maybe the mouse and the mirror is the only thing in the main I think I would change.
Okay. Well, I'm glad you're happy with it. You did really well. Let's see that extra deck.
All right, for the extra deck, it's probably mostly standard. 2 Lingaribo. I see a lot of people playing 1 Lingaribo and a Link Disciple just for like the different attribute for access code. I don't think that's necessary. Most of the time, if you're probably killing them anyway. And plus, the double Lingaribo comes up into the Draco Time matchup because you can normal summon a guy, link it off into Lingaribo, and that just checks one of their traps. Of course, they still have other traps, and they can still activate the traps to bounce your stuff, but in theory, it's decent enough to check one of them.
Okay.
So might as well play 2, because the second attribute just never comes up. The next one's Link Spider. If you get nibbed, you turn the token to Link Spider and just pop off to the races anyway. You probably make a half board. You probably don't make the full board under nib. But it's good enough. You can probably banish the nib or get rid of the nib at some point. And then it's like the nib never mattered.
Okay.
You're still making your full board, and you're still making the same like kind of board against them. You might not get the Omni Negate, but you'll probably still get to like Cryptor and something else, like, which is mostly just good enough.
Yeah, all you need. Yeah.
Next, we play Omrage. Never summoned it at all during the YCS, but in theory, if you drew like 4 hand traps and a backup, you don't summon hand trap, make this, summon out backup, and pray they don't hand trap the backup.
The yummy lines.
The yummy lines, yeah. I didn't make it at all, but in testing it came up a lot. Still comes up every now and again. It comes up maybe every like 1 in 15 games.
So you cut it?
Yeah, would you change it for anything?
No, just because like if I ever need it, it's there.
So you'd rather like have it and not need it than need it and not have it type of thing? Heard.
Yeah.
Understandable.
Because every time I cut it, every time I've wanted to cut it and I tried testing without it, it always comes up somehow. But in gaming or in tournaments, it never comes up somehow. I don't know why. but it never does.
Okay.
Next, we'll go into the boy. We'll go into Haggard Lizardos. Rib Splash Mage. It's basically just your Link 2 body that you have to play and to go into the Link 3s. Haggard, it's an amazing card. You can target your stuff, make it gain the attack, and then banish your guys off of it for cost. I cannot tell you how many times I've played this in testing and people imperm this, and I don't understand why. Because it's cost to banish, which is hilarious. And I have to explain to them that it doesn't work. But it's a good card. It's like the Walmart version of Splash Mage. It's okay. The draw effect never came up, unfortunately. But it's a boy. Next, we're going to Wicked. Wicked's insane. You make this in your like middle of your combo. You can banish your Red Ransom and then summon it back, search backup, and you're off to the races at that point. After you search backup, or if you have access to backup and wizard, you're playing under nib. It never mattered.
Okay.
And plus, it's a Link too, so you can like use a mouse in this and go into like White Binder, Red Ransom, whatever you want.
Yeah.
It's a good card. Definitely keeping it. If you play the Agnes or stuff, you have to play this. It's too good not to play.
Okay.
Next, you go into SP. He's the boy. It forces interaction. If you have to, you can also go SP and banish your own stuff to try and trigger your banished effects. I think that came up like one time during the YCS.
Okay.
But most of the time, you just use him to force out interaction from your opponent. Like, either you activate your card or you're going to get banished, and then I still deal with, like, 2 cards in one. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's SP.
It's SP.
Exactly.
Also, it's a Link 2, so I can link it and a Maliss name off for a Link 3 if I need to. It's the boy. Next, shout out Devin for the White Binder. He got me the CR White Binder after, like, round 4. He is the GOAT. White Binder's insane. It's the God card. It controls the graveyard. It does your taxes for you. It resets your traps after you activate them. It's soul charge at some point. You just banish your own names and then pay X amount of life points that never matter, and you just summon it back. You just summon out 4 bodies for free.
So we should have banned it.
No, bro. Don't hit my White Binder. We love that card.
His favorite white woman, no.
My favorite, my second favorite white woman, because my wife will probably watch this at some point.
Uh-oh.
So, to not get in trouble is my second favorite. Next, you play Red Ransom. It searches out the field spell. It can search out the Mouse Underground. It searches out Mouse in the Mirror. It's a real good card. Unfortunately, in the Yummy matchup, it's not the best to leave this pointing to a guy because you kind of don't want to swap their attack and defense because their defenses are more than likely bigger. Like, I found out, like, really hard. I think, was it Cookie weighs like 2,200 defense and like 0 attack, right? Or Cupsy way, it's 2,200 defense. Kind of sucks, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
It's a good card. It's a good deck. But Ransom, it searches your field spell. If you play under Fua, you can summon this, search out Mirror, and then you give them like maybe 1 draw, and then you still have like at least 3 interruptions and follow up on your turn. Or on their turn. It's a good card. Gotta love him. She's a girl. And then Cryptor's a really good card. It's great at breaking boards. Something I found out a lot I was doing this weekend was if I drew March Hare and White Rabbit turn 0, and I could, like, if I was playing on my opponent's turn, I can March Hare the White Rabbit, summon both, make TB11 for Cryptor at some point. And on my turn, if the Cryptor stays, then I can Cryptor and just banish one of the guys for free. So it's kind of like a pseudo starter into free link 3 body. The banish effect is obviously really good. It's a non-target banish. The effect to bring itself back and double the attack to like 5,000, big enough to beat over almost everything, I think. But it's a good card. It's a good
Before
card.
you put those away, are they all CR?
All of them CR.
Oh, yeah.
We like them all. We'll put them in order.
You love fancy white women.
I do love fancy white women. But they're all good cards. The reason why you play the deck. For link forwards, we play Fireball. I'm playing like the old combo where you can make Fireball, you make the whole shebang, ally code, firewall, the bodies, all the traps and stuff set. Firewall's insane. The only issue I have with it is if you impulse it, it's just a dead card at some point. Because it's a light, it conflicts with the impulse. But it's a great card. It can bounce your cards. It can bounce your opponent's cards. Something I found I was doing a lot during the YCS when it became viable was to like bounce out like maybe one of my opponents or two of my opponent's cards and then bounce like my follow-up back to my hand from my graveyard. Like bouncing a March Hare or a Dormouse or a Chessie Cat for follow-up was really good. But that's Fireball. He's a homie. He's good. Currently, I'm going to try playing without him. Because I want to try and play some other different cards, some other super poly targets. That's Fireball.
Okay.
Next, we played Access Code. It's the OTK enabler. You just banish out your names. You banish your names for cost, which is great. And then you can trigger your names, summon them back, and just Access Code and a name alone. With the Dormouse effect is game. It's 81, I believe. 53 and 29, so it's like 81, 82. Just those two cards alone are game. When you make Access Code, most of the time it forces your opponent to do some type of action. They either nib you then, or their board's going to get broken. They either do something to get rid of it, and if they do get rid of it, that's okay, because you just go into the cryptor anyway, and you try and kill them that way. And the point of Maliss is not to just OTK your opponent, it's to outgrind them, break the board and outgrind them. If you can OTK, obviously that's better. But this deck's grind game is a lot better than most decks. So that's Access Code. He is a homie. Next, next we got Ally Code Talker. It's like the boss monster of the deck. It's an Omni Negate. It boosts its own attack to 3,300 most of the time. Funny thing you can do is you can make, after you make Access Code, you can actually go you can turn Access Code and two other bodies into this, and then you can summon that Access Code in under it because it's a 2,300 body, which a lot of people were surprised about that.
He's normally bigger.
Yeah, but that was just a cool thing I did a lot during testing was make Access Code and then make Ally Code Talker and just have like a free body off of it.
Understandable.
It's an Omni Negate. It does your taxes for you. It's really good.
How many accountants do you have in your deck?
How many what? Oh, count? My main deck is 40. Its standard is 40. I think with the hits to Dormouse and White Rabbit.
Accountants. It does your taxes for you?
Oh, accountants. Oh, accountant. That's backup. That's backup. So we got at least 3 of those. We got 3 accountants in there.
Okay.
But the main deck is 40. Ally Code broken. Omni Negate does everything. And then the last 2 are just super poly targets. Mud Dragon, Garua, both of these came up all weekend. Into the Yummy matchup, this was obviously pretty broken. And then sometimes I made Mud Dragon. If I made Mud Dragon against Yummy, it's probably just GG's. Because they can't target my things.
Yeah.
That's the side deck, or the extra deck. I mean, next we'll go on to the side deck. Not too bad. We played 3 Droll. You gotta play Droll, I feel like, into the Mitzi Yummy deck. You gotta have to combat it at some point. Because their deck does literally everything. It does do the taxes. They both have 1 card starters, and it's insane. The deck is frustratingly annoying, so I had to put something in to combat it. Unfortunately, this sucks into Dragotail, so that's why I'm not main decking it. I saw a lot of people that were main decking it, and I was expecting mostly Mitzi Yummy, Dragotail up there, Canine variants, this is good against Mitzi Yummy type decks and the Canine decks, but it's terrible into the Dragotail deck. You search one time, you draw them, they laugh at you. It's hilarious. Next, we got Bell to combat the Dragotail deck. You can also use this to combat the Yummy decks because they special from the grave, so you can just Bell that, get it out of here. You can Bell the traps in the Dragotail deck, so that's always pretty good. I only played 2 of them because I only had room enough for 2.
Bell is a hell of a card right now.
Bell is a hell of a card right now. I think it's seeing a lot of play in people's main decks, which is low-key frustrating for my deck because Bell's really good into all my extenders.
Good.
That's fair and valid, actually. But that's Bell. Next, we'll play Retaliating Sea.
Only 2?
Only 2.
For your hardest matchup?
For the hardest matchup, which is Dracotel. We don't like Dracotel around here. Deck's not real. It can't hurt me.
I respect that.
I think it only came up one time. My opponent activated Rahu. I chained the Retaliating Sea. He banished like 3 cards out of his hand. And he couldn't get that back off of Retalion. So, it was GG's. Retaliating Sea is really good. I used it also against the Mitsuyami deck because he went Hornet Drones to summon, so I chained Retaliating Sea. Unfortunately, Cookie's really good against this card because they just go Cookie effect and book it, and then they just play for free anyway.
Never mattered.
It never mattered. Yeah, Cookie put me to sleepy sleep in the forever box that match, but it's okay. Card's good. I don't know if I'm going to keep playing it going like post Pittsburgh. I'm thinking about cutting it for probably some other cards. I'm not sure exactly what. I'll have to get in the lab and start testing some stuff. But it was good for the event. I only used it like maybe 3 times. It was okay. It wasn't terrible. It was never not good, you know. Next, we'll go into the floodgates. We got D-Fissure.
You love floodgates.
I love banishing effects. Shifter's the homie. This is Shifter at home. This card is insane into the Dracotel matchup because nice finding Mina, bro. Like, you're gonna banish all your names and make an Arthurion that can't do anything. So D-Fissure, it's insane. It can also be kind of used as like a pseudo Bestial because you can normal summon back up or activate this, normal summon back up, and then you just go banish Dormouse and you're off to the races. So it's good. It's a floodgate that's, you know, needed, and I wish I didn't have to play it, but it's needed at the
Don't lie to me.
No, I'm actually serious. I wish I didn't have to play it, but, you know, the other decks are just better, so I have to play something to combat them. That's D-Fissure. It's really good. Next, we'll play 3 Dark Road No More.
It's a goat.
It is a insane card. It dumpsters the Mitsuyami decks. They make their big board, and I just slap down Dark Ruler, and they can't really play. Funny enough, if you Dark Ruler your opponent, they cannot activate prayers to re-special out because they cannot take the life points to pay after Dark Ruler resolves. A lot of people found that out during the YCS as well. Dark Ruler is good. At that point, you just play solitary. At that point, you just kind of break their board, and then you have to force your opponent into a grind game.
You play your own game.
Huh?
You just play your own game, yeah?
Yeah, you just play your own game. You play solitary. After that, either they negate it at some point or do something to play around it, or you just probably breaking their board, and you're going to win in the grind game anyway. Next, we play Call By. I play Call By just for the sole fact that there might be people playing Lancia. I know before the event, a lot of people were talking about playing Maliss or using Maliss to come into the event. So you have to expect Lancia, and I'd rather play around it by playing the Call By. I'm actually going to put this into the main deck just so I can hit Ashes, I can hit Fuas more often because my deck really plays into Fua and Meows a lot more. So I'm actually going to move this into the main deck, and I'm probably going to take out something for it. I don't know what yet, though. But Call By, you know, it's a great going first card. You kind of have to play it.
Who would have known?
Next, we'll save that card for last. Okay. Played the One of Judgment. We'll play the One of Judgment. It was insane. It came up. I only drew it one time, and it never mattered because of the next card I'm going to show.
Okay.
This card, it was good in theory. It just stops Dark Rule No More. It stops whatever issue you have. It says no. You know, it's Judgment.
It's Judgment.
It's Judgment. It just says no. You know, you pay half your life points, which I'm already paying my life points anyway, so it doesn't really matter. And if you can't break my board and kill me, then I'm probably killing you on the next turn.
Yeah.
Judgments, it's a homie. I drew it one time, and it never mattered. Now, the God card for the event, the reason why I won so many games
Let me see it.
was Anti-Spell.
Oh, God.
Anti-Spell's a homie. This card, it solos the Mitsu matchup because they just cannot play around it. Their entire deck is to try and ritual summon, and this says you can't ritual summon because you can't activate spells.
That's the ugliest fucking anti-spell I've ever seen.
Oh my god.
Check QCR.
You're
Where's
right.
your video game promo? Where's your QCR, bro?
How many times did you anti-spell someone at the YCS?
How many times do you see it? Yeah.
I saw it 3 times, and every time I saw it, it was an instant win. Everybody, I played that every time I saw it and I activated. Everybody complained about it. Everybody said I could have had it if you didn't have just to have the anti spell. Even though I had like 800 interactions, the anti spell is what sealed the game. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, it makes you feel better.
Yeah, it makes them feel better. Even though like it was great because I played the Mitsu Yummy decks. You can't activate surprise. You can't activate. Literally, you can't activate anything. Your entire deck's
just
just.
activate their spells.
You just can't activate their spells, and they're just dead at that point.
Yeah.
No.
They can't do anything.
So shout out Cosmic.
Shout out Cosmic, sure.
Shut up,
That
Cosmic.
nobody's playing. That's anti-spell. It's the GOAT card. It was literally won me so many matches. I saw it 3 times, and every time I saw it, it won me the match or won me the game. It was free. But anyways, that's my deck. That's my Maliss deck. I'd like to thank y'all for watching. Once again, shout out Team Longshot. Shout out the boys for helping out. Big inspirations. Shout out the deck box. I don't remember who the sponsor is. But shout out the deck box. It was great.
Shout out Smart TCG.
Shout out Smart
Shout out
TCG.
Colby, the boy.
Shout out Kobe. He's the homie. But thank y'all for watching. And peace.
All right, man.
Have a good one.
Great having you. Proud of you. We'll
Proud
see
of
you.
you.
We'll see you at Richmond.